Jesus heals the boy. The 9 apostles were more than relieved when they saw Jesus and the 3 walking back toward camp. And they were encouraged to see how excited Peter, John, and James were. The 9 all rushed forward to greet their friends, and as they were welcoming them back to the camp, the crowd gathered around. Jesus said, "What were you arguing about?" as we drew near. Before any of the humiliated apostles could speak, James of Saphed stepped forward, knelt at Jesus' feet, and said, "Master, I have a son, an only child who is possessed by an evil spirit. Not only does he cry out in terror, foam at the mouth, and fall down like he's dead whenever he has a seizure, but many times this evil spirit puts my son into convulsions. And sometimes he has made my son throw himself into the water and even into the fire. With much grinding of teeth, and as the result of many bruises, my child is wasting away. His life is worse than death. His mother and I have sad hearts and broken spirits. About noon yesterday, when I was looking for you, I caught up with your disciples, and while we were waiting for your return, your apostles tried to cast out this demon, but they could not do it. Now, Master, will you do this for us? Will you heal my son?" After Jesus listened to James, he reached down and touched him, motioning him to stand as he gave his apostles a searching look. Then, to everyone present, Jesus said, "O faithless and headstrong generation, how long will I tolerate you? How long will I be with you? How long before you learn that the works of faith do not come when asked from someone with a doubting unbelief?" Then pointing to the bewildered father, Jesus said, "Bring me your son." When the father had fetched his son, Jesus asked, "How long has this boy been sick like this?" James of Saphed replied, "Since he was a young child," just as the boy had another violent seizure, falling in front of them, gnashing his teeth and foaming at the mouth. After a few moments, the convulsions stopped, and the lad looked like he was dead. James went to his knees again in front of Jesus and said, "If you can cure him, I beg you to have compassion on us and rid us of this sickness." Jesus looked down into the father's anxious face and said, "Do not question my Father's power of love, only the sincerity and reach of your faith. All things are possible to him who believes." Then James of Saphed spoke those long to be remembered words of faith mixed in with a doubt. "Lord, I believe. I pray that you help my unbelief." Jesus took the boy's hand and said, "I will do this according to my Father's will and in honor of living faith. My son, get up. Come out of him, disobedient spirit, and do not go back into him." And then placing the boy's hand in that of his father, Jesus said, "Go on your way. The Father has granted your soul's desire." All who were present, even Jesus' enemies, were astonished at what they saw.